Are you gonna give me orders? Target designated.
Nuclear launch detected. Detected. Clear under attack.
Prepare to die.
Energy completely increasing.
Non-vigilant.
Energy complete. Energy completely structure.
I hope you're ready to have some more fun. This is the second matchup on this side of the bracket, Mind versus Calm. Now, I forgot to mention this in my preview video. I think I forgot to mention it anyway. I forget if I forgot to mention it or not. But both these guys are MSL champions, which is kind of weird to think about. But of course, Calm is the more recent MSL champ. He took his final against Quanro a couple of seasons back in the MSL. Actually, a few seasons back. Too damn many MSLs. But Mind took his final against Bisu, which I think was a much bigger accomplishment for him. He was a huge underdog going into that final. So way to get it done. So yes, keep that in mind. Oh geez, unintentional puns for the win. But yeah, keep that in mind as these two champions battle it out for a spot in the semi-final. But here we go. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun 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 wow. Except up at the 12 o'clock position in Teal is Calm. Down at the 5 o'clock is Mind. Good stuff, good stuff. I haven't done a damn thing all weekend. And I've had a long weekend too, so it's been sweet. Or probe talk. Sweet. Actually, that's not true. I did one thing. I got my driver's license renewed. Because it was expired, I had to pay a little bit extra on my fee. But yeah, I wasn't too happy with the results. I got my picture taken for my new driver's license. Oh my god, it was so bad. I mean, my last photo on my last license is okay. I'm kind of smiling, look very happy. But this new one, the guy didn't give me any time at all. I took off my coat and he went, okay, smile. And it took a snap before I could even do anything. So I look at the photo, and I got my nose up. I look like I'm getting ready to sneeze. It is so bad. It reminds me of that Calvin and Hobbes comic when Calvin's dad is sitting there and he's like, whoa, wait, don't take my picture yet. And then he goes, achoo! And then he's holding the license. Calvin says, this is your best picture ever. Calvin's dad is like, I am driving exactly the speed limit until this thing expires. And yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now, because that is truly, truly an awful, just, oh god, driver's license photo. And it expires in 2015. So man, I gotta keep that thing under wraps. I gotta drive the exact speed limit. But alright, that's a little slice of my life. But let's get into the game a bit. And let's get some predictions. We've got quite a few predictions for these two. Here's one from Luke and Jay. L-E-U-K-A-N-J, whatever. Writes, Calm versus Mind will be an epic game, with Mind taking the victory. That is not what I predicted. I predicted Calm would take this series. Let's see if Mind can live up to Lukange's prediction. Here's another one from Influenza91. Writes, Calm is gonna win. He is a cool guy, #1. There's a drone scout coming out for Calm. Deciding to move out with that drone scout. He's gonna scout Mind pretty quickly. Alright, there is a snake. Thank you for that snake picture. Here's another prediction from SC2GG Forever. Writes, Calm will be the first victim of Mind on his way to the OSL title. 3 exclamation points. Quite a statement there. OSL final for Mind, you say? Interesting. Here's another one from Footplant. Writes, Calm will infiltrate Mind's mind and defeat him with a proxy Nidus canal. Inside of his mind, I presume. Alright, there's a second base. And a third hatchery coming up for Calm before anything else. So he's going straight into 3 hatch muta. I think so anyway. But yeah, that was a very quick third hatchery. That might be to help him get a Zergling run by too. Pump extra Zerglings from those 3 hatcheries. We'll have to see soon what his strategy is. But of course, if you can't get rid of the SCV, the surprise element is not going to be there. So he won't be able to utilize that strategy. So hopefully the Zerglings are on the way to help get rid of that SCV. Yeah, there's a couple of Zerglings from Calm. He's going to chase that SCV around, try to keep out that scout. I do think Calm does have the advantage in this matchup. Of course, Mind has been showing a lot of great play in this OSL, especially since these are unfavorable maps for Terran. He's just been ripping it up. I had a few commenters say, oh, why are you saying that Mind is playing good? He barely squeaked by into this round of 8, but going 2-1 in a group is not barely squeaking by, even though he made the tiebreakers. That wasn't his fault. The other players went 2-1 as well. But yeah, 2-1 is a good record in a round of 16. Mind has done well, surprisingly well. I didn't think he had much of a chance going into this thing. That's probably because I didn't really focus on his play in the round of 36. I don't think I actually watched his games in the round of 36. I'm embarrassed to say. I watched pretty much every other game. But yeah, he kind of came out of nowhere, took me off guard. And it's exciting to see a player like Mind, a champion like Mind, getting his groove back, so to say. Alright, let's get a couple more predictions. I don't think these guys are going to attack each other just yet. Here's another one from 1990. Costello writes, Mind is the new evil genius of StarCraft and will step into the footsteps of Flash. He will defeat Calm with awesome new school Bio Vulture. I don't think it's really new school, though. I guess it is in a sense, because not a lot of Terran players are using it right now. There's trying to take down Overlord. I don't think that's going to be successful. I think Calm's going to be able to hide that. Yep, on this plateau. I'm going to allow himself to get a bit of scouting of that bridge there, too. But yeah, Mind is still looking for a way to take down this Overlord, trying to sneak Marines at each side. I thought for sure that Calm would be able to hide in a little in-between area, but maybe the map designers didn't allow for that. Map designers hate Overlords, man, and this is proof. That Overlord has not gone down yet, and now Calm is chasing away the Marines with a small pack of Zerglings. Might be going for a run-by soon. These Zerglings are speed upgraded, and there's an awful lot of them up here. But of course, I don't think they would be able to do it anyway. If Calm kind of testing the waters, he's trying to draw Mind out. He's trying to draw him up to the north so he can run in from the bottom. Skirt past that Medic Marine squad with the other grouping of Zerglings, probably into the main or something. Now let's see if he falls for the trap. Mind, I think he is falling for the trap, and there comes Calm coming in from the bottom, but deciding to back off. Yeah, Mind is keeping very mindful. Oh, there's another one. Ugh. Yeah, I had a lot of people in one of my Mind games say, that was a great pun, Nuke. Some Mind pun I did. I was like, that wasn't even intentional, man. These things just happen. With C and Mind, oh boy. Those two guys. But here comes the Spire for Calm. He does have 3 hatch Muta going. About 9 Muta popping out for him right now. As Mind is just now putting down his turrets. He's got about 1 turret. Probably going to have 2 soon at each of his bases. His natural expansion is the one he's really got to focus on. He's got to build a lot of turrets there. Building factory and get straight to Starport, which is interesting. I think he's going to go right for vessels. But there are more turrets on the way for him. As Calm has positioned his 3rd base down at the 8 o'clock position. The observer's getting ready to point that out. Yep, finding it right there. Going right for the extractor. Going to support that heavy tech. Okay, let's see. A lot more turrets positioned for Mind, so he is 1 step ahead of these Mutas. I don't think these Mutas are going to be able to get much harassment done. Mind is playing a very defensive game, as he has done in this entire OSL. He's played very defensively in this OSL, which might be annoying for some players to watch, but it has been very effective to this type of aggressive play. As Calm, of course, this is not very aggressive play from Calm. It's not like he's Teal or anything. This is a pretty standard build from him. He's going to switch straight into Lurkers, too. He's not going to back up these Mutas with much else. So he's got to get something done with them before he goes straight into Lurkers. But I don't think he's sniped many SCVs at all. Coming down here, trying to whittle down the troop count on the inside of the main. I think most of Mind's troops are inside the main right now. He's working on that +1 attack for his Medic Marine squad. Building a science facility. He's going straight into science vessels. I think he might even bypass tanks, although he was building his machine shop. Was he building his machine shop? Maybe that was the control tower that I saw earlier. But sniping of another medic, that was a good one. Hive on the way already for Calm, going straight into that Hive tech. So he's going to have defilers out here pretty quickly. Yeah, there was a machine shop on that factory. We're going to have a couple of tanks escorting the medic and marine squad, but Mind is going for a very early push with his science vessel. I mean, as soon as he has his first science vessel out, he's going to push this thing, and he'll probably be able to get a lot of damage done, depending on which base he attacks, of course. But alright, Calm, he has his lurkers morphing already, and Mind moving out, looking for any threats outside of his base, manages to take down one Overlord. I'm just going to hurt Calm's scouting of this troop in the middle, make it harder for him to get an attack. Alright, there's Mind positioning everything, working on his irradiate from the science facility and his second engineering bay. It's a heavily medic and marine focused army coming up for Mind. And I don't think he's going to switch into his usual vulture build where he throws down a lot of factories. We'll see, we'll see. But building that second engineering bay, that means he's going to go for a powerful, powerful medic and marine army. Over there is Calm. He's positioned his lurkers. All the lurkers attacking as Mind tries to go down the choke, but actually Calm has positioned another couple of lurkers right to the west, so Mind doesn't really have any options about where he can move out, at least until he can get his tanks into play. This could hurt him a lot. The lurkers attacking Mind. It might have been stop lurkers or something, but Mind loses a lot here. He just panicked there. I saw his mouth go, what? There he goes again. Not very good. Not very good at all. Calm takes a lot of troops there. And, yeah, Mind was not prepared at all. He lost a lot of medic and marines at that attack. He managed to finally clean up those lurkers, but this is going to delay his attack of the third, which is going to help Calm even more. He's building his Nidus Canal, so the Nidus Canal is going to be up. Defiler is going to be out before Mind even gets to a base. Things already not looking very good for Mind, but he does have his science vessel out. He's going to get the irradiate of the Mutilus Clump, and Calm barely getting out that infected Muta. Oh, he almost pulled them back in. Don't do that. Oh, he's pulling them back in again. Oh, that Muta is a pain, man. Gotta throw those things to the side. Get rid of them. Alright, plenty of lurkers at the front now. Let's see if he can get another stop lurker attack, like he did to the western side of that base. That was a nice attack from Calm. That is a major advantage of a Zerg player, getting stop lurker attack. Oh, going for the marine spread. Pretty nice marine spread. Loses about half the marines, but takes down both of the lurkers and pushing Calm back to his natural expansion. And I don't see the defilers yet. Where are the defilers? I don't see them. Oh, one defiler from Calm, but let's see if it has consume ready so we can get the Dark Swarm at the front. That will be the most important part. Oh, there's a consume, and here comes a Dark Swarm finally from Calm, losing 3 lurkers there. Didn't pull them back, so he lost 3 of them. But he does chase Calm away, chase Mind away, rather, as he's coming up here. But Mind is still holding his ground, and he's coming up with reinforcement troops. And there's Calm getting ready to hold this choke area right next to 2 bases now. He's getting his 4th base up already, right next to that 3rd. And does the Dark Swarm of the top of the choke, so he's going to have a pretty good defense there until he can get more troops through the Nidus Canal, make it easier for himself. Alright, let's check out what Calm is going to do. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of lurkers here as Mind was positioned there with the science vessel, just waiting for that Dark Swarm to go down. And now he's going for another drop. Going for a drop. Okay, let's see if Mind can get anything done with this drop. Going straight over to the new bases. And, of course, there are 2 sunken colonies here. That's going to make it very difficult to get any kind of damage done, especially now that he's being scouted. Oh, man, a couple of Scourge just kind of waiting, bobbing up and down. And I don't think, well, I know that Calm knows about it now, but I don't think he did as the dropship was coming in. The Nidus Canal being sniped. Oh, that was a nice snipe from Mind, but of course he's not committing much else to here. He's actually fighting back that troop. I thought that troop would be cleaned up for sure, but it looks like not quite enough units to clean it up. And now Calm kind of sacrificing Zerglings, pushing outside of his natural expansion. So he's got to worry about a dual-pronged attack. Luckily for Calm, Mind is kind of running into the sunken colonies, but he does have 2 Marines left to be bastards and kill the drones. But 1 Marine left. Oh, hero Marine! We could be seeing a Rainer brother, ladies and gentlemen. As 1 Marine left right inside that new base. And now Mind is pushing in with another one. Pushing into the 4th base, going to try to take that out. The Marines still hanging around that base, killing drones. Manages to go down. A double dropship strategy from Mind. He's going straight into this main where all the important tech buildings are. Oh, this could be game deciding if Calm cannot get in there with a defiler quickly. And of course, he loses all of his drones back here. A huge army, including firebats. Inside the main now from Mind. Drop strategy has just worked out so well for Terran players in this OSL. It's just been unbelievable. But Calm, it looks like he's having trouble multitasking. He can't deal with all of these different attacks at once. Going to lose another Nidus Canal at his 3rd base. Going to make it even more difficult to protect that thing. He's got to pump the troops there at the 3rd base to protect himself. And now Mind is moving around the middle with a few more troops. Kind of letting out a sigh of relief after that big loss from the stop Lurkers earlier. He's managed to get himself back in this game and actually put himself at an advantage now that he has his 3rd base up. Ultralisk Cavern from Calm. Of course, he was relying on that 4th base staying up. It's going to be tough to go Ultras on 3 bases, 3 gas. That's not nearly enough, but he's going to try to do it anyway. Oh, I think a dropship went down. Was that 3 dropships from Mind? Get going straight into here. But now another Nidus Canal is up. There is a defiler in, so Mind decides to back off. I think he might have actually seen the defiler with a scan or something. But he backs off, and now he's regrouping, going right for the natural expansion yet again with some more reinforcement troops. He might just drop out front and try to take that down. Not exactly sure what his plan is. But I don't think Ultralisks are going to be a very big factor for Calm in this game. Mind coming in with the science vessels and 2 dropships yet again inside the main. Man, Calm is just having some troubles dealing with this dropship play. Just hasn't had any Scourge anywhere to deal with the dropships. I think he took down 1 with Scourge. But still a couple of dropships left as Mind is trying to push the front. Wow, Mind's experience is really coming through right now with these dual-pronged attacks. You don't see nearly enough of this from Terran players versus Zerg these days. It's just working out so well, too. Going for 2 different attacks at once. Keeps the Zerg player running around with like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to figure out what to do. But Calm, GG from him. Oh, nicely played from Mind in that game. Bursts out of his booth like, hell yeah. I am Mind. That was a nice game. Nicely played by Mind. He is going into beast mode in this OSL. But alright, let's move on to the 3rd matchup.